Greetings, loved ones. Today we are celebrating our 300th episode of Freedom from Violence. Did you know 28% of rape victims are assaulted by their boyfriends and 35% are sexually assaulted by relatives? Today we're going to discuss part 1 of the Acquaintance Rape Survival Guide. Remember to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, hit the like button and the notification bell, and please share these messages with others. You have been raped by someone you know, and you ask, what do I do now? We're going to discuss a survival guide for victims of acquaintance rape. So I'm going to ask this again. Did you know 28% of rape victims are assaulted by their boyfriends and 35% are sexually assaulted by relatives? So what is acquaintance rape? Acquaintance rape is when somebody you know, a boyfriend or girlfriend, a friend, a classmate, or even someone you just met, uses coercion, including drugs or alcohol, violence, or threats to force unwanted oral, vaginal, or anal sex. When this happens in a dating relationship, it is commonly known as date rape. So you ask, should I call 911? The answer to that is yes. Rape is a serious crime, and you should report it. Don't worry about getting in trouble if you are partying, drinking, taking drugs, or violating a curfew. The police are only concerned about your health and your safety. And remember, calling the police and filing a report does not mean that you must press charges. So you ask, do I need a medical exam? The question to that is yes, yes, yes. Call someone you trust immediately, an adult or friend, or the police, and ask them to take you to the hospital. Do not shower, eat, or drink anything. Do not brush your teeth, go to the bathroom, or change your clothes before you go. The medical team and law enforcement need to find out whether you are hurt, and they need to collect evidence from your clothing and your body during the medical exam. You may also receive emergency contraception to prevent pregnancy and pills to prevent STDs. While the medical exam may be a little uncomfortable and embarrassing, it will not be painful. Let's talk about some fast facts here. Although young people are reluctant to speak about dating violence, those who do often find talking helpful. So the question is, should you see a counselor? And the answer to that is yes. You may find it difficult to cope with what has happened to you, and a counselor can work with you and help you work through your feelings and take steps toward healing. With help and support and your own strength and resilience, you can get through this and move on with your life. You can start by talking to your school counselor or school nurse. They can refer you to a counselor in your community who specializes in working with teens who have been raped. And you can also contact the National Sexual Assault Hotline, operated by the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network at 1-800-656-HOPE or at www.rainn.org/whatever, get-help. Oh, it's a long one. We'll put it up there. They can direct you to a rape crisis center in your community. The important thing is to talk to somebody about what happened. The traumatic experience of rape does not have to ruin your life. So I'm going to give you now some information to help you in getting help, and this is also in the description. You can contact the 911 Rape, which is www.911rape.org, sponsored by the Rape Treatment Center at Santa Monica UCLA Medical Center. This site offers support for sexual assault victims, as well as a safe, anonymous way to learn how to get help after a sexual assault. You can also go to After Silence, which is www.aftersilence.org. And on this website, you will find a support group, message board, and chat room for survivors of rape, sexual assault, and sexual abuse. You can also go to the National Center for Victims of Crime and the Teen Active Partnership. We'll have the website up in our description. This is a toll-free helpline. You can call 1-800-FYI-CALL or 1-800-394-2255 from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And they offer supportive counseling, practical information, and referrals to local community resources and victims advocates. There is also, again, RAIN, which is the Rape, Abuse, Incest, and National Network. And in addition to their toll-free hotline that I mentioned, RAIN offers general information on sexual assault, tips for what to do following an attack, information on how to help loved ones who have been raped, and a search page for finding local rape crisis centers. All of this information we have included in the description of this video. So with help and support and your own strength and resilience, you can get through this and move on with your life. According to the CDC, over half of all children in the world, that's 1 billion children, ages 2 to 17, every year experience violence. So the question is not if you will encounter a victim of violence. The question before God is, what will you do when you do encounter them? You could be the person who saves a life. Micah 6:8 says, He has showed you, O man, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. You are called. We are all called to be champions for justice. I want you to know that there is a way out. It is not your fault. Abuse is not love. You are not alone. And if you are suffering violence, please, please, please reach out to someone today. If you find yourself in a dangerous situation, call 911 for help. If you know of a child or other person suffering violence, tell the authorities. In our next episode, we will continue part 2 of the Acquaintance Rape Survival Guide. And until then, God bless you.